Hello guys, welcome to the channel, Bob here, and I'm back playing Everquest as you can see, and this is, I haven't been playing for a while. Essentially got to a point where I was, to be honest with you, I was kind of thinking about quitting the game, just moving on, doing other stuff. I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing. It's difficult to say exactly why that is. I think when I first sort of came to the channel, oh, it's not going to work, is it? I just gave my. Okay. I don't know. I think I just gave my. Or is there just a load of lag? What did I just do with my note? I think I just gave my note to the wrong person. Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, yeah, as I said, I was kind of. I haven't played for a while. I was sick. Which kind of set me back a bit, and it was just one of those things where I kind of fell out of playing the game. But before that, it's kind of some months before that, I was kind of getting a bit fed up with it, really. To be honest with you, I was logging in and wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was kind of like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I was logging out quite quickly after I'd logged in. Wasn't really enjoying myself. I'll pick up some other spells later. And that just all kind of got to a point where I just stopped playing. I was sick. When I came back from being sick, I thought about it quite a lot, and I just stopped playing essentially. But I didn't feel that I was finished with the game. That was the annoying thing. I didn't feel that I'd done everything that I wanted to do. But basically, I haven't got done anything anywhere near what I wanted to do and seen the things that I wanted to see. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But I think the biggest reason was that I'd kind of played the game in the wrong way. I think probably because there's many ways of playing MMOs. You can play them solo, and that's fine, or you can play them in a group. But I was mostly playing solo, but I was even playing that in the wrong way. It wasn't kind of what I wanted to be doing. And there's a friend of mine who plays the game. He's a shaman as well. And he kind of plays the game in what I would say the right way. He plays solo because of we've chatted a bit, and I'm not sure exactly why, but I think it's probably just like most people, just life commitments. When you log in, you've got a certain amount of time, and you want to commit that to enjoying yourself, and other people. When you throw other people into the mix, that can often detract from the enjoyment. But I think more importantly, it detracts from the time. If you log in and you've got an hour or two. You don't want to spend that time looking for a group, so you decide to do things on your own. But what about this particular friend? I feel kind of plays the game in the right way, even solo. He'll go around to dungeons and do things on his own. He'll set goals like equipment that he wants and that kind of thing. I didn't do any bloody training, did I? Not that you need too much at this level, but I'll go back anyway. Yeah, and plays the game in the right way with the right attitude, and I feel that I haven't. Looking back, I feel that I haven't done that at all. Really, I was quite happy with the way I've played it in the sense that I enjoy buffing people and that kind of stuff. That's always something that I enjoy. But everything else probably not. And it got to a point where with all of my characters, all of my shaman, what I essentially was doing was logging in and I was doing the same thing on each one, exactly the same thing. And that had just become a bit boring. So I was logging in and I wasn't enjoying myself but because of that, because I was doing the same thing with each of them. And it just got to a point where I was logging in and logging out. I wasn't really having fun. Now obviously I can go back to those characters and do stuff, change the way I'm playing, but I've kind of reached a point on those characters now where I'm also what's the right words? They've kind of got a lot of baggage. I've done a lot with them, but I haven't experienced a lot. There's a lot that I've missed out getting up to those kind of levels. And I've been thinking about starting again for quite some time. Basically going through the game in a different way with a different attitude. Doing different things, doing more of the things that I want to do rather than forcing myself to do stuff because of the situation that I'm in, certain situations. So that's kind of how we've got to this point. I think. To cut things short, I was logging in, wasn't enjoying myself at all. and a lot of that was to do with the fact that I'd kind of got caught in a rut with all the other characters, and I hadn't really experienced stuff that I was hoping to experience when I first came to play. And that was a big thing. That was a big thing for me. It did get to a point where I was kind of logging in with these characters, and I thought, well, if I carry on playing these characters, I'm gonna miss all that stuff unless I start again. I'm never gonna go back and do it on level or in a situation where the game's a bit dangerous, a bit edgy. But also, I kind of want to push myself more. I think with Everquest, it's easy to get caught into a situation where I took the safe route because I was scared of dying and whatnot, and that's not just to do with not wanting to die. It's to do with the situation that I'm currently in and the amount of time that I'm able to play and the times that I'm able to play as well. But I think there comes a time where all that stuff kind of comes to a head, and I just got to a point where I wasn't enjoying the game at all. Wasn't having any fun. Not because I was kind of, as I said, I determined that I wasn't finished with the game. I didn't want to stop playing it. But it was just a situation where I'd forced myself into a corner where I hadn't experienced things with the characters I had played up until that point. And it seemed difficult to kind of go back and get those experiences that you see. I mean, a big inspiration is Level 1 Undercon's videos, because he's we're in different situations, obviously, life-wise. But I enjoy watching his videos because he goes somewhere and he does stuff, and does also the little things in between. That's what I want to do with this character, is kind of experience lots of different stuff. But I also want to do those things that those are little things that make the game more enjoyable, like some trade skills and weird quests that no one has got any footage of, maybe, and that kind of thing. All those little things in between, rather than focusing on the leveling and going to the same places and doing the same things. It's just about playing differently, doing things differently, kind of playing the game with a different attitude. So that's where we are. So this is kind of like a fresh start for me. I'm starting again, and I kind of had to do this because, to be honest with you, I was probably going to stop playing. I was considering just moving on to other games. I've been playing quite a lot of Lord of the Rings Online recently, so that was kind of where I was going to go. But I was a bit sad because, I was very sad because I as I said, I knew I wasn't finished with the game, and the way I'd been playing the game was the problem. There's no doubt about that. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. The other thing I kind of, I know probably a lot of people in my position don't feel that way. I think I'm probably the only one, maybe. I don't know. But I also felt like I also kind of become a bit fed up with being, how should we say it? A bit fed up with being kind of like a server poster boy or a server advertisement. I don't quite know if that's if that's kind of is actually how I'm feeling. I'm not sure, but something around, there was a period a while ago where I kind of got a bit fed up with the whole thing, and I kind of thought to myself, well, and I've kind of got over that period, I think, where I think I've done my bit. I play on the server. It's a free server. I think the people that run it are marvellous, and they do a lot. But I also felt that was kind of getting in the way of what I was doing and my enjoyment. It just got to a point where I thought to myself, well, I don't need to do this anymore. I've put the time in. I've had dozens, if not 100 people, for example, say I got playing because of your videos. So I kind of feel that I've done a bit in regard to that. But also I think that as time goes by, you get to a point where you disagree with some of the things that go on, and you see things that you think, well, I'm not sure about that. I'm not too happy with that, and I'm kind of promoting this in a heavy way. So that's the other thing. But so that's where we are. I'm really excited, actually. I'm here and I'm thinking, I can't wait to go and do this and do that and visit different places. Going to different places that I haven't been to before because I kind of stuck to the same leveling path. I've twinked myself out, as you can see, which is ridiculous, and I feel kind of ridiculous doing it. But whatever, this is just This is just how it is. I've earned most of this stuff, I think, probably, so I don't feel too bad about it. And it gives me kind of a leg up through the earlier levels. And then we'll go and do different stuff. I mean, there's a couple of dungeons quite close to where I am. Black Barrow I've been in quite a bit. And you've got Permafrost, which I've been in a bit but not too much. We might go and have a look there. But I'll be moving on quite quickly from this area, I think, because I've... and I probably won't do too much coverage from this particular area, because I've got so much of it already. You know, I'll be moving on to different areas and doing different things. I'm a bit stuck by... I'm a bit stuck at the moment by when I play, which is another reason why I was becoming a bit frustrated with things. I can only really play during the day, UK time, and that's when the server is most quiet. I mean, at the moment there's like 350 people on, which is quite as I've seen it for a while. But maybe that's just because it's just after Christmas, you know, and people are just recovering or just doing other things in their life, you know, as happens. So yeah, so that's a bit. Let's go this way. I think probably I'll go around to where the goblins are. Yeah, so that was another thing. You know, the time I play is difficult. But as I said, I'm going to be visiting and doing different things I haven't done before, and trying to play the game in a different way. So that when I get to level 40, 50 or whatever, I kind of feel like I've experienced something. I don't feel that I've gone through the same treadmill that I went through before. I think that's going to be... Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty important, actually. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited, actually. It's just the most excited I've been since I've... since I first started, way back, I think, probably. The reason for the choice of... I mean, I'm always going to be a shaman. That's it, shaman for life. That's never going to change. But the reason for the sort of racial choice was that I some time ago, I kind of had a thing, you know, like a theme of what I wanted my character to be, and that Mugwort and Bugrot kind of don't fit into that, unfortunately. But because I'd gone so far with them, I felt that I kind of had to play them almost, and it was, you know, all these kind of things combined to kind of, yeah, just detract from the enjoyment I was having. But that's kind of all changed now. I feel really excited. I like my name. I'm quite happy with my name. That's really good. And I'm hoping to see lots of people about. I'm hoping to sort of... I know that I play at an awkward time for a lot of people, but I'm hoping to talk to a lot of people, a lot of you guys, get more involved. I'd like to get in a nice guild with nice friends. That's what I'd like to do at some point. That'd be really nice. Yeah, so that's it. It's all good. What I also wanted to... I think part of the problem also in the way I was playing, that everything was fragmented. You know, there wasn't... My initial goal when I first came to the server, and I think I kind of started was it a wood elf druid or a bard or something? My desire when I came to the server was to have a series of videos where you went from the start to the end with the same character. There was some kind of continuity. And I think also when I look back on my videos that I did recently, I looked back recently, not on the recent ones, I looked back on all of them. It was, just discovered really that it's just very, very fragmented, and there's no kind of no theme running through it. It's just very haphazard, and that wasn't what I was looking for. You know, I was looking for a start, and I was looking for a finish, and lots of stuff in between that we can talk about or whatever. You know, look back on and say, "Oh, I remember that. That was great." You know, so that's that's another one of the reasons. So here we are, Figwine, Barbarian, Shaman. I've got a load of twink stuff. I've kind of set really for the foreseeable future. I'll use my poison wind sense from level 20, and my barbarian hammer from level 30, which is an awesome piece of equipment, and I'm quite looking forward to getting to use that, because I don't think you've seen that too much, and it's it's great. But also what I kind of want to do is going to be a bit more pro. I want to kind of look at the class a bit more, and attempt stuff with it, you know, and learn all the little ups and downs and intricacies and tips and tricks, that kind of thing. So we will also talk about that. See how we go. I know there's a lot of people always coming to look at the videos. You still get a lot of new people watch the videos and ask questions and stuff. So yeah, maybe I can do some little tutorials and stuff as well. yeah, certain people in particular may think that I shouldn't be doing that because I'm a noob and don't know enough. But who gives a shit, eh? Who gives a shit? Not me. So that's what we'll be doing. And I can't. I mean, I don't really have much to say at the moment because I'm twinked. All I can say for any new players is that I put 5 points into stamina. And 5 points in and 25 points into wisdom. That seemed to be the thing for me. You know, that seemed to be the best way to go. I kind of had a look on the these guys. Oh, these guys are yellow, so that's fine. We can do some stuff here. Let's do a bit of healing. Yeah, so 5 stamina, 25 wisdom seem to be the most logical thing for me. I know that shamans don't get too much of a return on the stamina, but to be honest, if you're looking at the stats, putting it anywhere else seemed pointless, really. And we get buffs for 5 of the other stats out of the 7, so I'm not too bothered. I plan to play this as like a battle shaman. That's kind of what I'm not sure. That's a terrible term, isn't it? Battle shaman. God damn it. Anyway, I plan to play this as a battle shaman because I like standing in front of things and hitting them. Unless I'm in a group, of course, where I can still probably hit things. You know, depending on the group makeup and how things are going. Slow and hit. That's the shaman mantra. Anyway, guys, that's it. This is, as I said, this is a fresh start for me. I'm starting again, and that's kind of like. And I've kind of been thinking about this as like, assuming I live long enough, hopefully, fingers crossed. It's kind of like I'm kind of thinking this over the course of this year. You know, I'm going to be playing Fig One. I'm only going to be playing him. I'm going to be recording some videos, but I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be nailing down some regular Twitch times, and that might be a good idea. That might be those kind of times might be good for you to come and say hello if you wanted to, that kind of thing. When you know where I am and you know that I'm on. So that'd be quite good. So I'm only going to be playing Fig One. You're only going to see him. We're going to be shamaning it up, and I'll learn stuff and hopefully teach stuff as well. You never know your luck. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will speak to you again very soon.